going to be eating a roasted chicken mukbang with B Loves Life Smackalicious sauce.
Yes.
So you guys, you asked us about this Smackalicious sauce. It's a butter sauce base. You can get it on Amazon, and I think beloveslife.com. It's really, really good. With our meal, we're going to be doing corn, eggs, and cucumbers. We are super hungry. And then, babe, do you want to tell them what we're going to be chatting about today?
Yes, Kristen has a new obsession, you guys.
Big time.
I really want to tell you guys about it because I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But she'll tell you guys about it. It's kind of interesting. It is interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you more about it for sure.
When I told you guys I wanted to tell you today, he was like, no, don't talk about it. But we're going to. Okay, you ready to dig in?
Let's do it.
Let's dig in. I'm super excited.
I just realized I don't have a fork. I hope it's not too...
I don't need one.
No, what about for dipping and stuff like that?
Oh, I was going to dip with that one.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll let you know if I need one.
All right. Well, we'll share it.
Okay, so with this chicken, here's a knife. Should I go for it, or do you want to try it?
I could cut it.
Okay, would you mind trying to cut me a leg?
Sure, of course. I got you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you guys, this is a stupid question. I get it, but I just don't know enough about shit. What was that?
Were you trying to cut it? Okay, so...
Yeah, did you want that?
Well, I think you cut it here, from the...
Yeah.
From the joint.
Is that not
Maybe
right?
you were cutting it this way.
Well, I was going to cut it to loosen it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Listen, like I said, I don't know much about cutting chicken. I don't know much about chicken at all. But the question is this a thigh? Or is it a leg? Or is it both?
That's actually a great
You know what I'm
question.
saying? That's
what makes it a thigh?
Yeah, exactly. Are you able to get it?
I'll do it.
Okay. I'll just start eating.
It is hard to get these off, I guess.
Plus, I don't know how... Yeah, there's a reason why I cut it like that. Really poorly, pretty much.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. It is actually really hard to... Oh, my God. I don't even know.
I hope you enjoy it.
It's so hard to get, what you need. Do you want me to cut yours off?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I'm actually going to cut a piece from the top.
Okay. Oh, this looks so good. I know. We're really not good at carving, you guys.
Except the top.
At all.
Pretty good about that.
But, yeah, I do have a question. When you have a leg, obviously that's not the thigh, so the thigh must be attached to the leg. Well...
Yeah, well, clearly it is. But what do you call it, though, is my point, right?
The thigh.
But see, I always grew up calling it a leg and a drumstick.
Okay, so I think this alone, this piece, is a leg.
Okay.
That's not a thigh. I think that the thigh is attached to the leg, which is probably half of this thing.
Yeah. You're saying when it's the bigger piece.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah.
You guys don't judge us.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
Oh, my goodness. So
it's
excited.
really good.
Yes. Is it?
Yes, it is. By the way, I got this cherry Pepsi, diet wild cherry Pepsi. It's really good.
Okay.
Going for it, huh? It's a good bite.
Oh, yeah.
How was it?
Good.
Good. Yeah, you guys, from time to time, we really crave this type of food, you know? Just doing a little bit, just some chicken and some sauce and stuff like that. Or sausage. Even seafood, I'm kind of craving that again.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit.
And I have it with these sides. It's so simple, but so good.
It is.
You like it?
You know, I don't know if I'm feeling the cucumber today.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it. Sometimes I like it, but not today.
As I'm eating, I'm like, okay, it's good, but it's not as good. It doesn't hit.
It's not great, yeah. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of butchering this front.
We can butcher
it. It's all good.
We got it from Costco.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got it from Costco.
The whole chicken's $5.
Yeah. It's actually a really good deal still.
It is.
You know, I was
Crystal hot sauce.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so many things have gone up in price. It's insane, you know. We were talking about how much chicken wings are and how expensive those are.
Yeah, if you go to Wingstop and stuff.
It's out of hand. It really is. But I guess, is it inflation that's doing it, or or is it just people trying to make some extra money. I don't know. You know, you wonder.
I definitely think inflation for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Things just skyrocketed.
They did.
Yeah.
And continue to.
Especially after like 2020, you know?
Yeah. Very true. It's very, very true.
Oh, so about the this butter sauce, you guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you make it?
So people make it differently. You do like a butter base, and then you have to, basically the bag is just all the dry seasonings, but on your own you have to buy onion and then ginger, pickled ginger if you want to use ginger, garlic, things like that. So you're kind of buying the more like wet ingredients, I guess. But anyways, I actually do mostly, I'll do a little bit of butter, but then I do chicken broth mainly.
Yeah, a lot of chicken broth.
Yeah, so it's it's buttery, of course, when you taste it, but it's mainly chicken broth, which is a little bit of like a healthier way. Instead of only doing butter, I have hella chicken broth in here, which is nice. So it goes really good with all the seasonings and all the fresh ingredients that you add. So it's really good. And yeah, and like I said, this is her garlic flavor, so there's hella minced garlic in here.
So you can do both for the most part.
Yeah, you can just do
Butter,
chicken broth if you want.
Oh, okay. You probably could, huh? That's a good point. Because there's so much seasoning in here. I mean, it's not going to compromise the flavor. That much, at least. It's still going to be very good.
Right. I mean, I think the butter makes it obviously like oilier, possibly a little richer. I haven't had it with only chicken broth, but I have had, like this one has a lot of chicken broth and a little butter, and it's really good.
It is, no. Yeah. I do have to say, one thing that's really interesting about this sauce too, we noticed this even the first time we had it. I don't even think we knew this. We just noticed it. It tastes better, or I should say it doesn't necessarily taste better, but it tastes like different in like a really good way when you refrigerate it and leave it overnight. Because we've had it like day one fresh when we had it and it's good, but then you put it in a refrigerator and it just, I don't know what, the flavors like come out more or something like that, or and it's like really good. So
kind of like chili.
Yeah, chili is like that
the next day.
So I guess it makes sense. It just has to marinate and the flavors open up or something. I don't know. So, anyways, how you feeling? Loving it? Good.
How's the corn? Bomb?
It's because I made it. Delicious. No, I'm joking.
Jamil did make the corn.
I do have to say, you guys, up until recently, shout out to all you guys that helped us out with this corn. Because what we were doing was putting the corn in the water before it boiled and letting it all boil together. And it would take like 40 minutes. We were leaving it in for like 40 minutes.
Is that what we would do?
Yes. That's exactly what we did.
I don't remember, but I just remember we did leave it in for 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah, I put it in before it started boiling.
And we didn't realize that you just need to boil it for like 3 to 5 minutes. And that's it. So we boil it, and put the corn in, and then take it off the heat. And then 3 to 5 minutes, it's done.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I know. What's actually surprising is after 40 minutes of boiling it doesn't like melt or something. You know what I mean? It actually still holds up.
It's still edible. But it's much more poppier this way.
It is. So, anyways, I want to talk about your new obsession.
I think Jamil's jealous.
I'm definitely not jealous. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not jealous. Kind of like strangely like interested a little bit myself. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's kind of interesting. You know.
I'm lightweight embarrassed.
As you should be. No, I'm just joking. It's okay. You know what? To be honest, a lot of the fam might actually enjoy this. So
yeah.
So as of recent.
Okay. So as of recent,
okay,
yeah. Or did you want to?
No, tell them.
Okay. So I found a new YouTube channel, and it's a live cam. So everything is real time, and they never cut off the camera, at least in this period of time. When I'm watching you guys, and I'm going to tell you what the YouTube channel is in a second, but I'm basically watching a husband and wife eagle, a bird. She hatched her eggs, and basically the camera is facing the nest, and she is sitting on the eggs every single day. And basically the camera showed her giving birth to the eggs, laying the eggs, I should say. And then And then it's going to show up until hopefully they hatch. And then it'll show like the baby eagle being grown, and then and then flying off the nest, and then that's when the camera stops. So it's basically seasonal. So basically, this husband and wife eagle, it's in Big Bear Lake, okay? And so basically, the husband and wife eagle have been coming to the same nest every year for multiple years.
Yeah.
So the people who run the park of like Big Bear put up this camera right near the nest. And I think they put it up when the eagles weren't there, So anyways, the eagles don't even like notice it's there, or maybe they do, but they don't care. And you can watch. There's so much to see. Like it's literally mind-boggling.
But yet nothing at the same time.
No. So it's so Friends of Big Bear Valley Cam, okay, but it's FOBBV Cam. Do the Bald Eagle live Cam 1, and then you will see her. So her name's Jackie, and she is on the nest almost 24/7. What I love about their relationship, and this is why I'm obsessed, is he comes every morning to basically like relieve her. Like she'll go and she's able to like fly away, get food, and then sometimes, and actually oftentimes, he'll bring a fish for her. So he'll fly into the camera with a fish in his talon, and then she eats it. So like he brings her food. He'll go on the nest while she flies for a little bit because she has to spread her wings because she's on this nest 24/7.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna pause right there.
Yeah.
They are the cutest things, and is this not like? Of course, you're gonna be obsessed with it. You never see this in nature.
You don't see it in nature. Well,
I mean you do, but you don't have a camera shot live. Yeah.
So the husband comes in.
His name's Shadow.
Oh, Shadow. Why do you give him a description versus Jackie's actual name?
I know. Who knows?
Well, anyways, I didn't know Shadow comes every morning to drop off fish. I didn't know that.
Usually.
Or drop off food.
Well, he'll come to relieve her.
Okay. He comes to relieve her.
Oftentimes he brings food. Once in a while he does it, and then she'll fly and get it.
Gotcha.
And he sits on the nest while she's away.
Gotcha. And he sits on her for a good amount of time too, right?
Yeah, like it depends. Like yesterday, he sat on the nest for like 6 hours, 4 times.
Yeah.
Kind of, they switched off back and forth. That was the most I've seen him kind of go back and forth. Jackie probably needed to get a break.
Sure.
But
it's just so funny because
it's
like,
so cool.
But I'm not gonna lie, like, so I've come downstairs and like watch Kristen like just chilling, watching her like sleep because she'll sleep for like 90% of the day. It seems like
the eagle.
The eagle, yes, she does, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but it is partially fascinating. Like I get it, like and maybe it's because it's kind of like this sync up with nature. We get to link up with nature, kind of.
Thank you.
I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
So I'll watch it a little bit too, like stare at it for a second, and then I'm just like, what am I watching?
You're watching nature.
Yeah, watching nature, exactly.
We're watching like. Did I say they're bald eagles? I might probably did.
Oh, okay.
But they're gorgeous.
What other eagles are there? That's all I know of is a bald eagle.
Are there golden?
Oh, I think I have heard of a golden eagle.
And then I'm sure there's more, but yeah. Right?
Gotcha, yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, anyways.
So, just a few days ago,
Yep.
there was a winter storm.
Yeah.
And it was a blizzard. And it's so windy up there because she's in the hills in a tree, right?
Yep.
So, and this is in nature. No, anyways, it was so windy and it was blizzardy.
Blizzard, yep.
And she hunkered down. She like puts her beak on the branches, and then she does this, and she shimmies onto the eggs even more. So she spreads out her wings a little bit, so the eggs are warm and covered, and the blizzard just covered her up.
Yeah, it did.
But apparently, what I found out is that eagles are like, I don't know if they're from Alaska, but a lot of them are in Alaska, so they know about snow. So she was chilling. She actually looked really warm. It was wild. But just the fact that it was like freezing cold with this blizzard, and the eggs were so warm because she did not get up during this blizzard for 61 hours. What a great mom.
Really?
Yeah, she was on that nest she didn't eat.
What about Shadow?
It was a blizzard, so I don't know where Shadow. I don't know where her husband was. He didn't come though, but they couldn't. It was awful weather, and so they were probably just all hunkered down for over 2 days, almost 3 days.
Shadow doesn't sound very supportive.
No, you can't do much in the blizzard, probably.
That's true.
You know, and so, anyways, but then he came early in the morning once the blizzard was over with food.
Yep. Hey, he had his Starbucks in hand too.
He did, yes. You know, and they talk to each other. You know, he's like super supportive. He doesn't sleep, you know, in the nest with her or even in the same tree. He's like by a nearby tree, but he comes every day, except for obviously the blizzard.
Yeah.
And he's giving her food. He's switching out. They're totally just like taking turns on these eggs.
Yeah.
So last season she laid 2 eggs. None of them hatched last season.
Oh,
which I didn't watch last season. So that must have been really, really sad.
Yeah.
But the year before she laid 2 eggs and 1 hatched. So apparently it's actually like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's not common for the eggs not to hatch, but they say it's not all of them hatch. Like it's common for them not to hatch.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. I guess
that's probably why they're they're endangered, right?
That's true, and yeah, it's actually a good point. That probably is why they're endangered. And in addition to that, it makes sense why they lay multiple eggs, right? You know, because you need more of a chance for it to actually hatch. You know, so yeah, that's interesting.
And this year she has 3 eggs. She has 3 eggs this year, so we'll see. Anyways, if you guys want to watch it, FOBBV Cam. The eggs are supposed to hatch like basically by the end of this month.
Oh yeah.
So what's so cool about it? It's 24/7. So we check on Jackie. She's chilling, usually sleeping.
Usually sleeping.
If she flies away while the husband's sitting on the eggs, like she'll sometimes. So I'm sure she gets food on her own.
Yeah.
But sometimes she'll bring like a green branch thing to put in the nest. So she's always like tending to the nest.
Yeah. And what's the green? We don't even know what the green branch is for, right?
Probably.
I think it's just.
I would think comfort or like insulation, something like that.
Okay, maybe. So, you know, for me, I was like, you know, it's cool. It's cool to watch. You know, it's like I said, it's not bad or anything. They obviously can't do this, but I'm like, how cool would that be if they like actually were able to like hook up like a small camera to her or to Shadow at least. You know what I mean? While he's like, you know, going through, exactly, catching food. Or,
like a body cam?
Exactly, a body cam.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
That'd be cool to see because then you get to see some action and stuff like that from time to time.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But it's still really interesting. It's still really, I feel like, you know, I think that's, like you said, it's something you don't get to see all the time with nature and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, if you go outside enough, you're going to see certain things, especially if you're like a bird watcher or something. But to catch it 24/7 is actually pretty interesting. You know what it's like? The Truman Show.
For eagles.
For eagles. Oh, that's hilarious.
And anyways, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
she had one baby named Spirit.
Oh, okay.
And they think Spirit was a girl. Obviously, you know, the people don't grab the eagles and like do tests or anything. You know, it's all very, very natural.
Yeah.
But I think it was a girl just based on how big she was and all that stuff. But anyways, so yeah, you see her grow up, but she grew up really fast. It was like 2-3 months.
Yep.
And then she was out the nest flying on her own.
Crazy. So where do they go? They just bounce? They stay away
After a
from
while,
parents?
yeah, they're only like there for a few months, and then they go and they find their own eagle mates.
That's actually a good point.
What point?
It's a good point that the point that they just the kids leave. They just leave. You know what I mean? Like you would think that because like some I'm not sure if birds, but definitely some animals, they tend to stay together throughout the whole life.
Some maybe,
but
yeah.
It sounds like for eagles, they just are like peace.
They just do their thing.
I'm out.
Yeah. So like, I will. Okay, so at nighttime, actually even in the day, you hear the wind on this camera because it's sound, right? I've fallen asleep to the noises. Yeah. When like during the winter storm, there was crackling and wind, and it was almost like a ASMR.
Yeah.
I fell asleep to it.
I do got to say it is pretty nice. Yeah, we did this. Yeah, I mean we both did. And it's whatever you need. I'm sorry. I tore this chicken up.
No, it's okay. Do you want to cut me a piece? I just want a little piece here.
A little piece here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it without the skin, right?
Yeah, yeah, probably.
I think it's easier because
it's probably the skin. It's like I like the skin, but I don't love the skin.
Yeah, I really like the skin, but it's just hard to cut and
that's perfect.
I'm like I'd rather not.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. There you go.
Appreciate it. It's hard to carve. I mean, obviously, if you do it all the time, it's probably easier.
Yes, I do have to say I do need a little bit of practice. So you guys know, in case you didn't realize. But that's pretty. It's to me, it is fascinating at the same time. It's like strange, you know what I mean?
And you hear them talking, like obviously they're communicating.
Which I got a question about that. Mm-hmm. That is interesting. So, you see Jackie, she's in her nest. Mm-hmm. You see Shadow, the husband, show up. And she starts squawking. But she's not looking at him. But she's squawking. Or, you know, whatever the word is for the noise that she's making. Coming out of her mouth. Talking, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But my question is, are they communicating? Right?
Because for sure they are.
But are they communicating? Because she's not looking at them and nothing's happening. They're just, rah, 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 you know what I mean? So it's
but then they do something. Then
something happens.
She usually gets up and then he sits down.
Yes, but is it some sort of like sync in the mind that they have? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there's some sort of sync up where they don't have to talk. They just know what to do.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know about that because like once in a while she'll call him over in the morning or whatever. So if she needs a break, whatever, like she'll call him. Gotcha. And he hears her. Because he's so close by. You know what I mean? Like, he lets her do her thing.
He does.
He totally, gives her the breaks.
True.
And yesterday, he was on the nest for a total of 6 hours. Like, that's a long time.
6 hours, man. But still, she was on it for 60.
Oh. 61. No bathroom break for her. No food break. I think I read somewhere that they can store food in their esophagus. So I'm sure she had that. But yeah. And then he came early in the morning once the storm was over. He goes, it's really so sweet. They're the cutest couple. They've been together for a while. Ever since the cameras started rolling, which was a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
So if you want to possibly see little baby eagles get born, start watching this.
Check it out.
It's so cool.
It's fascinating. I would even say, like, just even turning it on and looking at it, it's interesting to see for a minute, you know? Did I tell you that I saw a bald eagle when I was younger, a couple of them?
I think you did. I've never.
Yeah, so you guys, a lot of you may know, some of you guys don't. I lived in Alaska when I was younger from 5 to 10. And we actually, were lucky to actually see a lot of nature, a lot of birds, eagles for sure. And yeah, I forgot the eagles are endangered. But I remember being on the beach one day and the eagle just landed. And me and my friend got a chance to walk over really close.
On the beach in Alaska?
Yeah, right before it didn't fly off right away because it did fly off, but we got probably within a good few feet from it,
Wow.
And it was just chilling, just looking at us and stuff.
Bald eagle?
Bald eagle,
wow.
Yeah. And they are big. They're not, you know what I mean? Like the camera to me makes them look small.
Smaller, it does, yeah.
It makes them look like almost regular sized birds, which is kind of weird. But they're big. They're big. Their talons are not small.
Right.
They're
probably one of the biggest flying birds.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
One
yeah.
of them, for sure.
We got to be vultures are one up there too. So that makes sense. But yeah, it's crazy.
And they're always getting fish. One time they actually ate a bird, like a smaller bird.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, right after the storm.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know if the lakes or the water was frozen, but we got a bird. So, they eat meat. But they're always catching something. They're really good.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm shocked that, nothing comes up there to try to, attack them or anything.
No. Well, if you think about it,
yeah,
I would say I don't know, but I would think their enemies are more like land animals.
On the ground.
On the ground, yeah.
True.
I don't think in terms of another bird, because I think they're dominant.
Or
yeah.
Even like a squirrel.
So a flying squirrel does come.
Oh, really?
Yes.
A flying squirrel?
And I forget her name. Yeah. So she'll come and try to take the leftovers of the food. If there are leftovers. Really? I forget her name, but she doesn't mess with, it's fine. Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're chill.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So they're friends.
I don't know if they're friends. They tolerate each other.
So in nature, everything is friendly. Everything, they're all best friends.
That's really cool. So yeah, I watch it every day. I check on Jackie, which actually I haven't checked on her today yet. Oh, she's just so cute. And the way she wedges down and spreads her wings to cover up the eggs. Yeah. Is that not the cutest?
It is what it is.
She'll wiggle in the nest and just make sure the eggs are warm. And what's just fascinating to me is that those eggs probably stayed so toasty during that winter storm.
I'm sure.
Toasty.
Actually, that's really the interesting thing because even though there's a blizzard going, they're warm, right? But you'd almost think that maybe even would they be too hot You know what I mean? With that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like,
The eggs?
yeah.
No.
You think, well, not with the storm, but like after the storm, because she stays still hunkered down.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways.
I think the eggs stay the same temperature because it's her body.
Yeah, that's true.
And actually, I heard that internally, an eagle's body temperature
Yeah.
is 105.
Okay. That's actually
And then they have like 107,000 feathers or 170,000, something like that. So it's just fascinating. So, anyways,
Crazy.
if you guys watch FOBBV Cam, Bald Eagle Cam 1 live,
Yes.
comment down below. Let me know what you think.
And if you get addicted to it, you can blame Kristen.
But again, I mean, hopefully a baby will hatch
Yeah.
at the end of February.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
It's to watch.
We're going to be watching.
24/7.
And last season was sad because, you know, I think the incubation period for the eggs is like around 35 days.
Yeah.
And last year, you know, the incubation period had definitely ended. And
Yeah.
Jackie kept sitting on the eggs, you know, for at least like 3 weeks
Oh,
after.
that's right. That's
Until
sad.
she realized, yeah.
Yeah.
And it happens, but that was probably really sad. I didn't watch it last year. It was-
That makes sense because, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess because watching it, we would know, right?
We would know. We can
typically
count the
would know.
days. Yeah. I think with the Eagles, it's more instinct, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. So a few weeks she was sitting on him still. That's probably really sad. But
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens all the time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But she's back with 3 eggs, baby. So.
Did she lay the eggs in the
it.
nest, right?
Yeah.
She laid them in the nest.
It
Yeah.
lays them in the net. Yeah,
crazy.
so you can see a video, like recording. If you go back, you'll look at it.
Yeah.
It's like on the playlist of her laying egg. You can't really see the egg coming out, but you see her like feathers puffing a little bit.
Yeah.
She's definitely, and then right when it comes, she like stands up when it comes out. And it's all shiny and
Crazy.
Yeah. So yeah.
Nature is crazy.
Nature is
guys.
crazy. It's wild.
They do need more cams like this. That would be pretty cool. They actually have one out here in Vegas and
Yeah.
for the the Longhorn sheep.
Yes.
That they have out here. It's called the Las Vegas Ram Cam.
Yeah, Boulder
City.
City Ram Cam.
Ram Cam.
That's also a live cam.
Yes.
It's facing a park.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead. Tell
And
me.
then these sheep go into the park like almost every day and eat. So you can see the longhorn sheep.
Yeah, it's crazy. They look like rams.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool.
Isn't male sheep a ram? It must be.
I have no idea.
It must be if they're calling it a ram, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a cool name that they chose. I didn't know. I didn't know they're actual ram because everyone said longhorn sheep. I was like, I guess that's what they call them.
I think
So
a
you're saying the
male.
males are rams?
I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, why aren't the women called rams? They got horns too.
Yeah, what are they called?
Longhorn sheep?
Yeah, no, they're called something. Yeah. What is a female
okay.
sheep called? A baby sheep is a lamb, right?
Oh, it is. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's for sure.
And a male's a ram. I don't know what female
Oh,
is.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right about that. Okay, I think I did know about that.
Are you full?
I'm full. I'm done.
too.
I got 1 or 2 bites out of this corn, and I'm gonna save it for later. For
Okay.
sure.
Okay, you guys, we love you so
right.
much. So, yeah, that's my new obsession.
Yes.
I love you.
I'll survive, you guys.
But I
I'll
love
be
these
okay.
eagles a lot lately. I'm
Nah,
obsessed.
I'm happy. I actually really am happy that you found something you really like. You know,
It's so cool.
It's cool, and I do have to say, like, even though it's crazy, a part of me does feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's nice because it is kind of. It's just you're bonding with nature. It sounds crazy, but the only way
Mm-hmm.
to know what I'm talking about is actually see it, and it does actually. Yeah, you feel like you're bonding. You know.
You feel like you're bonding and you feel like
Yeah.
you're in nature. It's
Exactly.
really cool. Okay, guys, we love you so much.
right.
And we're going to see you next time for another video.
Absolutely. Catch you next time.
Mwah. Peace out, Trails.
Peace.